You probably think your dog loves you unconditionally, right? And I bet they do. But what if I told you there are signs that suggest they might not be as happy with you as you think? That's right. There are subtle things you might be missing that could show they're feeling uncomfortable or maybe even unhappy. In this video, we're going to uncover 10 signs that might catch you off guard, and understanding these signs could completely shift how you connect with your dog. Let's dive in and figure out what your dog is really trying to say. Number 1. Let's talk about licking. It's not always the sign of love we often think it is. You're just sitting there, relaxing, and then, out of nowhere, your dog starts licking you like there's no tomorrow. Now, many of us might think, oh, they're just showing affection. In fact, it can be your dog's way of coping with anxiety or stress, or even trying to get your attention. Think about it. Just like we might twiddle our fingers or fidget when we're nervous, dogs may lick to self-soothe. Now, if they're licking while you're scolding them, it's not necessarily because they're being affectionate. It's their way of trying to ease the tension, saying, "I'm sorry, it's not that big of a deal." But pay attention to their body language. If they seem tense, or if they're avoiding eye contact, that's usually a sign of stress. But if they're wagging their tail, making soft eye contact, and clearly relaxed, then yes, it's probably love. Number 2. Yawning. We all know it's a sign of being tired, right? But when your dog adds in a little lip licking or turns their head away from you, it's not just about needing a nap. This is their way of saying, "I'm a little uncomfortable here." Maybe you're getting too close. Or maybe they're not a fan of the energy you're putting out. Dogs are complex beings, and their emotions can shift quickly. When you see these signs, take a step back. Adjust your energy and respect their space. Give them room to feel comfortable, and they'll come back to you when they're ready. Have you noticed your dog doing this? Drop a comment below and let us know how your dog communicates their discomfort. Number 3. We all know how a dog can light up when they hear their name. It's supposed to be that moment of connection, where they're excited to respond. However, if your dog frequently ignores you or doesn't respond, it might mean that they don't feel entirely comfortable with you. While poor training could be part of the issue, it may also indicate that your dog doesn't fully trust you or feels a weaker bond. If this happens, focus on rebuilding your relationship using positive reinforcement, trust-building exercises, and of course, treats. Number 4. We've all seen a wagging tail and thought, oh, they're so happy. But not all tail wags are created equal. When it's a fast, loose wag, yeah, they're excited. But when it's slow and stiff, that's a different story. It could mean they're uneasy or uncertain. That tail isn't just a signal, it's a message about their comfort level. So don't just watch the tail, take in the whole body language. If their posture is stiff, they might be telling you they're not so sure about what's going on. Number 5. In dog language, avoiding eye contact is their way of showing respect. They're not challenging you, they're acknowledging your role as the leader. But if your dog is consistently avoiding your gaze, turning away or walking off when you try to engage, it's more than just respect, it's discomfort. It could be fear or anxiety creeping in. Pay attention to their body language, because if they're backing away, turning their body, or even leaving the room, they're telling you something's off. Your dog might not fully trust you in that moment, and that's something to take seriously. Number 6. You know that moment when your dog jumps into your lap, eyes full of love, demanding cuddles. It's adorable, right? But what if, suddenly, your dog starts pulling away or seems to avoid contact altogether? That's not always a bad sign, but if it happens more often, it could be a subtle way they're saying, "I need my space right now." Just like us, dogs need some personal time. If your dog is pulling back from affection consistently, take the hint. Respect their boundaries and let them come to you for love on their terms. This is how you build trust and ensure your dog feels safe with you. There are other signs your dog might not be as happy as they seem, like when they suddenly become picky with food. Number 7. All right, let's talk about this behavior that might seem a little odd, but is actually super important. You open the fridge, and there they are. Your dog, standing right at your feet, staring up at you like they're working as a food detective. It's almost like they've got their eyes on the prize, but then you offer them the food they usually love, and they turn their nose up at it. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is just a picky dog, right? But it's not always about being fussy. If your dog's healthy and still turning down food or treats, it's not just about disinterest. See, dogs associate food with comfort, safety, and joy. When they refuse to eat, something's not sitting right with them. Now, if they're happily munching down food when someone else is offering it, but turn it down when you do, that's a bit of a red flag. It's like they're giving you the silent treatment. Stress could be a factor here. If your dog's eating just fine when you're not around but refuses food when you're present, it could be a sign of tension or discomfort tied to mealtime. Maybe they're not feeling the calm they need to enjoy the experience. So here's what you can do. Try stepping away while they're eating. If they start eating right away, the moment you leave the room, that's a pretty clear sign they might be feeling uneasy about you being there while they're eating. If this behavior pops up, consider if something like anxiety is affecting their eating habits. Number 8. Imagine walking into a room and your dog gets up and leaves. This happens every time you enter, and it starts to feel personal. While it might seem like coincidence at first, repeated behavior like this could mean your dog doesn't feel comfortable around you at that moment. Dogs are social creatures, and usually they enjoy being close to us. If your dog consistently moves away when you enter, it's worth considering whether they feel at ease with your presence. Sometimes dogs simply need some alone time. But if this becomes a regular occurrence, it may be time to reassess your relationship with your dog. Number 9. When dogs are happy, they're loose, wiggly, and relaxed. But if your dog stiffens up around you, it's a sign they may feel uneasy or stressed. Pay attention to these signs. Your dog is giving you a clear indication of how they're feeling. It's important to respect their body language and adjust your approach to make them feel more comfortable. Number 10. Now, let's talk about growling, whining, and barking. These are often seen as aggression, but really, it's just your dog communicating with you. When your dog growls or barks as you approach or touch them, it's their way of saying, "I'm uncomfortable." It's not a personal attack on you, it's a sign that something is making them uneasy. Ignoring it or punishing them won't fix the issue. It'll just escalate things. Instead, pause and listen. Dive into why they're feeling that way. Are they overwhelmed, nervous? Maybe you've crossed a boundary. Your dog is trying to tell you something important, and by listening to them, you can avoid potential conflicts. Remember, building a strong relationship with your dog is a two-way street. They're trying to communicate with you all the time. Don't miss the chance to listen and respond. If this video helped you understand your dog better, make sure to share it with fellow dog lovers who could use these insights. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tips, stories, and expert advice on how to build a lasting bond with your furry friend. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.